The next time she wakes up after the exchange, Sue finds the food leftovers left by Elizabeth, who has been eating a lot to deal with her depression. A furious Sue calls the number to complain, explaining that she barely has any time to enjoy herself because of work while Elizabeth spends her days eating and watching TV. The voice's only answer is to remind her there's no she and you. When she goes to work, Sue is shocked to discover that the taping for her show has been cancelled, and she gets very nervous when she's called to Harvey's office. However, he has good news: she's become so popular that they want her to host a New Year's Eve special. Obviously, Sue accepts and goes home to take more liquid from Elizabeth's spine, claiming she can't miss this opportunity. Her career is going so well that Sue continues to do this for several days, causing the hole on Elizabeth's back to get green and nasty. When Elizabeth finally comes back, she screams when she sees her body. It's very old and decrepit, and her legs can barely move. Elizabeth calls the number to complain about Sue again, and the voice offers to cancel the experience, which means Sue wouldn't come back. Remembering her new successful career, Elizabeth turns the offer down and keeps scolding herself for forgetting they're the same person. On the last night, Elizabeth tries to get up from her chair, but her leg won't cooperate, so she has to move it manually, which causes her a lot of pain. She grabs a recipe book and starts cooking great amounts of food while listening to Sue being interviewed on TV. Sue mocks the old show and Elizabeth, who furiously begins throwing food at the screen. She feels like the billboard is mocking her too, so she throws eggs at the window and covers it with newspaper. Before making the change, Elizabeth yells at herself in the mirror, trying to remind Sue to control herself. When Sue wakes up, she finds the apartment in a disgusting state and starts insulting Elizabeth. Hungry for revenge, she takes several needles of spine fluid to avoid changing again. 3 months later, Sue is still in control, and there are ads for her New Year's Eve show on TV and the billboard. One night, Sue brings another man to the apartment, but she asks him to wait while she goes to the bathroom. The hidden room is filled with trash, yet Sue continues to extract fluid from Elizabeth without cleaning up. The injection wound is now infected, and the liquid comes out looking dark and almost necrotic. Starting to feel dizzy, Sue calls the number and explains